Hello guys, how are you? I'm Sia Shubhi Jain and I hope that all of you are doing really great and are really safe and are staying at home. Well, up to last video, we have collected all the essential elements that are required to create a contract, like offer, acceptance, even its revocation and the consideration. From today onwards, we are going to start with the actual term called contract and what are the essential items that are needed to convert a contract into a valid contract. As we already know that the term contract has been defined under section 2H of the Act, which states that every agreement which is enforceable by law is a contract. Thus, this gives us our two essential things which are required for the valid contract. The first and foremost ones, that is an agreement and enforceability by law. But there are certain other valid conditions which are required to convert every agreement into a valid contract. They are mentioned at two places. First one, they are given under Section 10. Section 10 of the Indian Contract Act 1872. And then there are certain other general essentials. Let's understand what are the essentials which are required by Section 10. Well, they are 6 such essentials which are required by the Section 10. That is agreement, free consent, competencies of the parties, lawful consideration, legal object, and that any agreement should not be expressly declared to be void. When an agreement is expressly declared to be void, it will never be able to convert itself into a contract. Well, how can we learn these essential points under Section 10? We can do this with the help of this simple story. That is, Modi ne desh mein Section 10 lagaya. We all know that these are the situations of coronavirus. And relating it to that point, we have made the story. That Modi ने देश में Section 10 लगाया. कोरोना से बचाने के लिए मोदी ने सबसे अग्रीमेंट करके Section 10 लगाया. सबने अपनी फ्री कंसेंट दी. डॉक्टर्स की कॉम्पिटेंसी चेक करके उन्हें एक लीगल ऑब्जेक्ट के लिए कंसिडर किया. Consideration has been used for consideration. इसीलिए इंडिया void होने से बच गया. We all know that if we are not very concerned about this COVID-19, India will not be there. So, इसलिए इससे last line has come from there that इससे इंडिया void होने से बच गया. All the underlined and the bold words represent each of these 6 essentials that have been mentioned under Section 10. Now next are the other essentials. Other essentials which have not been mentioned in the Act, but in common conscience they are very important to form a contract. There are 5 such essentials. Number 1 is there must be 2 parties. Why? Because we need one offer and we need one acceptance. Then their intention to create a legal relationship should be there, because we already know that any social agreement is not a contract, cannot be a contract. Then is fulfillment of the legal formalities. All the formal work that need to be done to form a contract should be complied with. Then a certainty of the meaning, as in there should not be anything in the contract which has the possibility of creating a confusion or ambiguity. Then is possibility of performance. You cannot enter into a contract to do something which is completely impossible. Like you cannot contract with somebody to get all those chand tare tod kar lane wali baatein. Those are highly illogical and impossible to perform. Now these 5 points can be learned with the help of this simple story. That is Sara Ali Khan ki 2 other essential parties. The story goes like, सारा अली खान ने 2 parties attend की. उसकी intention थी career fulfillment की certainty and possibility जानना. So all the bullet points and the underlined words are the important essential points. Contract cannot have a stranger to contract is known as doctrine of privity of contract. Now there are certain exceptions to this doctrine. There are 7 such exceptions. That is, in the case of trust, in the case of family settlement, in case of certain marriage contracts and arrangement, cases of assignment of a contract, then acknowledgement or estoppel, contracts entered into through an agent, in the case of covenants running with the land. So these are the points, what are the exceptions to doctrine of privity of contract. These points, can be learned with the help of this simple story. सो सलमान ने कटरीना के साथ एक्सेप्शन टू प्रिविटी का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट किया. Here, exception to privity is the question and rest is the storyline. The story goes as कटरीना को सलमान पर ट्रस्ट था. उसके साथ फैमिली बनाने के लिए उसने सलमान के साथ मैरिज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट किया. कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन यानी कि असाइनमेंट कर कर अपनी फैमिलीज को एक्नॉलेज कर दिया. फिर एजेंट की हेल्प से सलमान का कोवेनेंट रनिंग वाला केस सॉल्व करवा लिया. So this is the storyline which can help you to learn all these important points. And let me tell you, this question is quite important for the purpose of exams and is generally asked therein. I just hope that this video has helped you and all the best for your exams. Happy learning!